what would you guys consider cults that people don't really think about or talk about? Like just cheerleaders, I would say is a cult. In high school, I think cheerleading is a cult.
Sororities and fraternities.
Sororities
we talk about that separately, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what, neither of you were in a sorority, right?
No.
You were not.
No.
I think back about the shit we did like during initiation and stuff, like in a basement.
Oh, you were
room
in a sorority?
Oh yeah. I was
shit.
I was a
we
big
got
bitch.
intel.
You have no idea how
I
obsessed I was with my sorority.
I could see that.
Everything. It was just like basically everything I do is I just change myself based on my surroundings. So that was High Point University. The only thing to do was to join a sorority or else you had no friends. And so that's what I did. And I played the part like a fucking queen. And the shit that we did, like we would go into, our initiation was in a basement of like the fellowship hall. So say we had like the church was on top and there was like a basement. Basically like, you know, when they like play bingo in the basement of the church, is essentially that.
Yeah, that's
basically that. No, but
Yeah.
it was actually nicer than that.
Okay.
Like it had like a carpet and stuff. It wasn't so gross, and it was like a really nice campus, so it wasn't like gross, but it was fucking weird. And we would go down there and we'd like set up the white sheets like all around, so the whole room was covered in white sheets, and then we would all have to wear white dresses. Listen. We had to wear white dresses, white shoes, and we had to like all stand in a line. And we would just like chant for a long time, and then we would have to.
What?
This was initiation.
Midsummer?
We had to do like 3 or 4 songs, like special songs. That we had these prayers from this book, and like we had to say all these different like words in Latin, like weird shit. And then
You're not supposed to be telling this.
probably not. Yeah.
I know that a lot of people are like.
Well, I'm not
"Oh,
telling you specifics, but that's
Yeah.
a lot of. I think most sororities do it like that. Like it is because I know that the other girls. I was a Katie. The Zetas also did that. The Gams also did it. I think they wore black dresses maybe, but the Zetas wore white dresses. So I think we all had similar experiences, and we also all used like the fellowship hall. Like we all just had the same shit.
Yeah.
It was just like different words.
I understand like when people say like if you went to a certain school, it was all people did was join sororities
Some
and
schools
frats.
you have to.
Yeah,
was too
I
small,
could
you, like, had
never. I never even like looked for a college that like had a sorority or anything because I could literally never do that. I just could never bring myself to do it. I don't know why. I just
You don't like to be told what to do.
I don't like to be told what
I
to
would
do.
say
first
no.
of all.
I'm the boss. I can do whatever
like,
I want.
Oh no, I'm a freshman. You're a senior, but I'm the boss of you.
Well, that's why you guys are wrong. You just you do that. You wait in the wings.
No,
and then
or
you
you just-
become
or
in
you
charge of
just-
the whole thing.
And you just stay out of it, and you never have to deal with it.
and you have your own friends that you don't pay for.
And then you
And it's just
I feel like
awesome.
everyone's just so fake in the sorority. It's like you're not even really friends. You guys all paid to be friends.
You're all fighting to be at the top.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's a competition throughout college.
Yeah.
I half agree with all the things you're saying. The pay to be friends thing, I never have agreed with because you don't pay to be friends with these people. I didn't want to hang out with half the girls in my sorority. Like I didn't.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was friends. Well, my sorority was like, I want to say like over 100 bitches. Like it was a lot of bitches. You know what I mean? I'm not friends with all those hoes, but the girls I was friends with, I'm still friends with. Like they're my like best friends for real. The paying for shit, you would pay for all the shit that you had to do. So you had to go to like all these events. You had to go to like all these charity things. You get t-shirts, you would get formals, you would get parties with drinks and shit like that. So people are like, you're paying for friends. Like, no, I'm prepaying for like guaranteed 20 parties throughout the year and 5 formals where I can just dress up and black out and do whatever I want.
Yeah.
So I feel like people
In
misconstrue
reality, you're
that.
supposed to be like bonding during all this shit.
Oh, yeah,
that you're
but really
doing,
you
and, like,
just- you're
that
not.
makes you closer, right?
Exactly. It makes you closer.
I'm
No,
never playing, like,
He's right.
like
I get it.
It makes
I
you
think-
closer.
yeah, I think-
but it's
like,
very,
you
it's catty
hate the
and
older
within.
people together.
Yes,
right?
exactly. You are
Yeah.
friends with your pledge class. So you're friends with your grade essentially. So you have like your own system within the sorority. You're not forced. You are forced to hang out with a lot of these bitches a lot of times, but you don't actually sit there and are like, they're my sisters. Like the girls who do that are the fucking freaks. Like those are the girls you don't want to hang out with.
Yeah.
And they are just in there because probably
There's
their
a lot
moms
of
were in the
those,
sorority.
though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think maybe it's like the chanting that gets me. Like I
Yeah, there's
can't-
a good amount of chanting. It's not
Like-
it's not forever chanting, but there's a lot of
there's
chanting.
like a lot of like like chanting
sister,
together and
yeah.
like dancing and together like freaks me out for some reason. Like it's something that I would feel very.
I feel like it needs to evolve more.
Yes,
And
feel
then it
uncomfortable
wouldn't be
being a
so
part of that.
weird.
The chanting during recruitment sucks because that's lame and you have to like were you in a sorority? I knew it. I was like, I know there's a
Devin
bitch in
was
here that's
too.
in a sorority, not just me. Okay. The chanting sucks during recruitment. It's like that to me felt like that was a full-time job I wish I had gotten paid thousands of dollars for. Like the fact that I recruited all of these fucking bitches into a sorority because I was like tall and pretty and easy to talk to. Like that fucking is ridiculous. We had to learn all these things.
Wait.
Yes.
You can't complain about being tall and pretty and easy to talk to.
But I had to talk to like 700 girls in 3 days time. We didn't sleep. We had to learn routines. We had to get costumes. We had to do all this shit.
You sign up for it.
No,
so that's what I'm saying.
You signed up for that.
I wanted all the other fun shit. That was the bad shit. So we had to do that. That was like once a year. So we had to do that once a year. So that was the bad chanting. But then the good chanting came in when it was like bid day. All these hoes come in, and it's like you get the ones that you wanted, so you feel accomplished. Like, yes, I got them, you know. And then you get drunk and drive around campus as loud and obnoxious as possible, all wearing matching shit, screaming these chants. Which a lot of those chants are
That's
like,
what I would
you know what I'm talking about.
I would want to shoot
bid
those
day
cars
is
down.
bid day is so fucking fun.
Shoot
Like you
the
get in the
tires.
cars, you scream them, but they're
Throw
like
eggs at the car.
those are the chants that are dirty. Like they'll sing the dirty chants where it's like, you talk about sex, you talk about drinking, you talk about whatever, but you're fucked up. You're like getting the girls fucked up, and that's really, really fun. And that like makes it worth it for like a little bit, and then you get sick of it again.
How bad is the hazing though? Because like
Sounded real culty.
No, but I've always heard like
super culty. That's what I'm saying. It's super culty. I
guys,
think.
it's like really physical, like abuse.
Yeah.
But like girls, it's like psychological.
Yeah,
It's
mental
like
warfare.
calling them ugly and shit. Like,
Yeah, it's
no,
different
thank
depending
you.
on. It's different depending on. Well, I'm sorry, you're not mentally tough enough for it. It's different depending on who it is. Like I'll be honest, we were never hazed physically, except for drinking. Drinking was.
But
I like
how many
puked on my own
times do you
feet more
think
times than I would like to
You
have.
cried because of.
Well, I'm not a pussy, so not often. But
Jeez, this whole podcast is Kelly being like, I'm the toughest person in this fucking room.
Yeah,
Honestly,
sorry, guys
yeah.
aren't. Sorry, I think it's weird, and I would never want to join one.
It's like
I'm not
the
saying
thought
it's
of
not
like
weird.
telling other people they're ugly, not even me being called ugly. The thought of being like you're ugly.
Nobody did that. You didn't let me finish.
crawling in my
Nobody
own
called
skin
anybody
the whole
ugly.
time.
I'm right here explaining what happened. Yes, guys stuff was always physical. They made them like play football extra hard and like tackle really hard, and they would and like beat the shit out of each other, like stuff like that. It was really stupid. Girls, it was just like drinking, and it was very cliquey. So you had to be like, it was like, it's honestly like this fucking office. It's like working in another job. It's like going to high school. It's like going to college. It's just being smart and making friends. But a lot of girls get their feelings hurt because they're like not invited to like this part of it or whatever. And that's where the mental shit comes in. And girls drop out a lot because they're like, well, they don't like me. They're not nice to me. They're whatever. It's like, well, it's grow up. I don't know. Deal with it.
Well, I understand having to be in a sorority or a fraternity if you're like in a school where that's the only social
High Point
life.
was like 4,000 kids total.
Exactly.
So it's
yeah.
like if you weren't in a sorority, you were either on a sports team or you were in a sorority fraternity or you transferred. Like that was just how it was.
That's the only way I would probably have to be like forced into one. But I have two hazing stories from my friends. They dropped it because it was like horrifying. One is from a fraternity. I probably can't say the school, right? No.
Don't.
Yeah, no. So they were at the school. He was joining a fraternity, and it was whatever initiation when they get hazed like fuck ton.
Yeah.
They had a pin of baby goats, and they had to each kill a baby goat with their bare hands. And he was like, I can't fucking do this. And he broke down and he like left, and he obviously told a bunch of people, and they like wrote a bunch of articles about it, tried to get the thing. Can you like end a fraternity? They were like going to get them.
They get kicked off. All the fraternities I was friends with were all kicked off now.
Yeah, so
They're
that
like
was
not-
that, and that was the horrifying one. That was just like day one of like they had to kill the baby goat with their hands, and then the other one was a girl, and it was down south, and she was joining the sorority, and they made her sit on the washer machine and
That's
watch.
like,
I
is that
hear this
true?
story
I was
all
like,
the time
are
about-
you
No,
sure
but
she's not bullshitting you?
I don't want to say who. I can't say who it is.
I mean, but can I be honest, Brie? That is the number one thing that has been told to every single person joining a sorority for the past like 20 years.
No,
Like,
but she
they sit on
did
the
it.
washer, or they make them watch porn and sit on newspapers until they like come, and once they
Lesbian
come,
porn
then
and-
they're
yeah,
lesbians.
but it wasn't
Listen,
like
I'm
that.
getting
Shake on
wet
the
from the
dryer.
lesbian
Yeah.
porn.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
she's also
Shake on the
Coming out of
dryer,
sorority.
circle
she's
all their
19
shit.
years older than me, so.
It's
and
just
she
those
said
to me
she
are like.
did it.
I mean, I
I'm
believe
sure
that.
I believe that because there's no way that we've heard that story a billion
it's not
times.
true
and
somewhere,
It had to happen to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
There's
she
just
was
so
your
many
age, I would
crazy
say no
stories.
fucking way, because that's people.
No,
They're more
yeah,
creative
she's like
than
a
that
family
now.
member.
Can I ask you this about your friend with the goat thing?
Yeah.
So we had a situation like that also. I won't say who, but it was puppies. Similar thing, but it wasn't. You didn't actually kill the puppies. Like it was a mental thing. Like that's the whole thing where they bring you in and they make you think you have to do this, and obviously everybody opts out and freaks out, but the people that like pussy out and drop out or whatever, and the people that like come back and are cool with it, like, oh, okay, it was like all kind of a joke, haha, even though it's not funny. It's obviously not
No,
funny.
it's
Like that's fucked
horrifying.
up to like make somebody think they have
Yeah.
to kill a puppy or kill a goat or something like that. But most times they'll do it like
I
that.
know they killed one goat because the head I don't know, the president, he killed the goat and said it's your turn. But I don't know if he made everyone else kill them, but they left before.
That's what I mean.
What
Like, it's
goes through these guys' brains?
they try to. They
Snapchat
try to
is
scare
not-
them.
Fuck.
I had friends at.
This is
my
why you
best-
gotta drop
my
out of
best friend's
college.
School, they had they made them sit in coffins all night.
That's
They
horrifying.
like tied them up in coffins.
Nope.
But they didn't do anything but that. They just made them sit in coffins.
nope.
But that would fuck
For
you up, right? Like that would fuck me up for
Syracuse,
sure.
like-
That would fuck me up.
Syracuse, they
it's
shut
for.
down like the whole fraternity thing because this one kid, like, it's like freezing in Syracuse, and he had to have his hands in the snow, and he literally got frostbite and lost his hand.
Oh
Like,
my God.
Yeah,
Lost
it's
his
crazy.
whole hand.
And people forget too. Like, I was like sticking up a little bit for being in a sorority, but I think that you have to know when shit is actually stupid. Like, you have to know when to call people out. Like that goat thing. Like, your friend was
Yeah.
right to leave. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That's
But
horrifying.
to do that, to sit and put your hand in the snow long enough that you could fucking frostbite, tap out, dude. It's not worth it. It's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I just don't get what it is for. Like, what's the outcome? What do you get from it? It's just crazy.
I don't know. Some of the bigger schools, though,
The big
people
schools are
join.
crazy.
They join the sororities. It's like it's life or death. I know. Devin's off camera here, but I know that like Penn State, no bullshit. I'm sure recruitment because it's like so many people want to join, but there's also so many people that like go. So the pool is probably so big. Like, how many people would you say were in recruitment? Yeah. We're in rush. Like, we probably for recruitment for me, it was probably like 500 girls going through recruitment each year. Maybe not even
My
that
tiny
many.
school had sororities, and they weren't horrifying or anything.
Yeah.
They were like normal. It was just an only way to make friends if you didn't play
Exactly.
sports.
Yeah. It's
But
basically like
I think
content.
at a big school, they're horrifying, probably.
I know at IU it was like over 1,000 girls, and like over 1,000 girls trying to pledge each class. Like each class was like 100. Depends on who's like the highest ranking sorority gets the most. There's only the quota thing was always an issue for us. We had like a max quota and a minimum quota. The minimum quota was always what we wanted to take, and then because like it was always like at the time that I was there, I think it's different now, but the time I was at High Point, it was Katie and Zeta were 1 and 2, and we both had to take the most girls. But that's how like the more people you have to take, the like weirder the pledge class gets, because then you have to it's also based on grades, it's based on like other shit, but
Definitely
yeah,
a cult.
definitely a cult. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
It's crazy.
It's really weird all around, but
Yeah,
I don't
modern
know.
day cult.